Section 2. The Private Security and Investigative Services Act and the Ministry Code of Conduct. The Private Security and Investigative Services Act regulates the security industry. It is important, therefore, that security guards have a detailed understanding of this act in order to ensure they follow the regulations and prohibitions, including the Code of Conduct. This section of the course will introduce you to this legislation by covering all relevant components of the Private Security and Investigative Services Act and the Code of Conduct. Learning objectives. By the end of this section of the course, you should understand the following. 1. Relevant provisions of the Private Security and Investigative Services Act, including an individual's responsibility regarding licensing, including the licensing process and mandatory requirements, the general duties, standards, practices, regulations, and prohibitions of the Act, and the requirement to produce a license. And 2. The Code of Conduct, including the relevant components and the consequences of failing to comply and compliant procedures.